Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about the blush highlighters that sell out every 8 seconds. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, we're going to get into our makeup tutorial and I'm going to be showing you this blush highlighter that sells out every 8 seconds. I was so interested that I went and bought it, and then I bought a new eyeshadow palette too. This is why I try to stay out of Sephora, but the blush highlighter is from Charlotte Tilbury. We're going to be experimenting with that today. A new eyeshadow palette that is called, what else? Pillow Talk, but it's called Pillow Talk Dreams Luxury Palette. So I think it's beautiful. It's all neutrals. If you can see, it's probably really light reflective right now. Beautiful neutrals. You're going to really love it. I'm going to start with my Quarterly. This is my brightening serum. I've been using it for years. I love Quarterly, as you know. So I'm going to just put on a little serum. Face serum is in. I got to put my hair up just a little bit. I did the blow dry, no blow dry kind of thing, and it's not really working very well. As we know, this always happens to me. So we're going to start off with our eyes. I'm going to use my eye primer, and this is going to set the whole mood for my eyeshadow. So this is going to take away all of this darkness. It's going to really neutralize my lids. It's going to allow my eyeshadow to last and stay true and really look beautiful. So this is always my first step. Lash, base of the lashes all the way up to the brow bone. So eye primer is on. You can see a complete difference right away that you have this nice nude eye ready for our Beautiful Dreams eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go in, it's interesting because there's micro glitters in these too. And I think this one's a little bit more of a satin. So that might be nice to do this on the lid over like a topper. And then I think I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to go into this color. It's a little bit more on the warmer side, but you know, I push it. I know some people don't like that, but I do. Why not? Break the rules. Why stay in the same box? Why only use colors that are told you can use? I'll use it. It's actually like a brown, but it has red in it. So it's gonna be interesting. We're going to just go to the base. And now when you're working with a color that you're not so sure about, it's always nice to not load up. You can see I just loaded the brush up a little bit. I'm going to start at the base of my lash. I always start in the middle, and then I see like, oh, okay. Like I can see the color. I'll bring it down to the inner corner, and then I'm going to sweep it across. Remember, if it's a lot of color for you, if it's too pigmented, if you feel like you've loaded up too much on the eye, you can always go back with your blending brush and just sweep across, and it will basically give you that wash of color. So it depends. You can build it up if you want to. You can wash it off if you want to. So that's basically what I like. It's like a wash of color, depending on what you're really looking for. But you know, it's December. We're almost at the end of the year. Let's pile it on and not really care. Like, let's do makeup. Let's not pretend like we're doing makeup. Like, oh no, we have to stay really neutral. We can't do anything. Oh my gosh, you have silver hair. You can't go with the warms. Oh, honey, we are going to go for it today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just take my blending brush and I'm going to sweep it across. So there's no demarcation. Yes, it's a warmer color for me, but I can smooth it out so it really just looks like a nice wash of color. Again, I'm using my brush kit that I designed for you. We have 10 beautiful brushes, 100% vegan. It's in a travel case, but they are shorter brushes like this. They're not travel size. They're just shorter. So when you are applying your eyeshadow, you're in your clothes because you can't really see, it's not hitting the mirror. I hated that. So I made sure that when I designed them, they were not too long and they're not too short, because if it's too short, it's very hard to hold on to. So these are all frustrations I've had over the years. So this is why I have gone in and designed my own brushes, my own gua sha, like different things that I really wanted. And I love sharing them with you because I know that you have given me such great feedback, and that's the whole reason why I do this. So like I was saying, if you feel like it's too much color, you can always take a lighter color and start at the brow bone and go all the way down to the lash line, and it'll wash out. It'll just like neutralize out the color for you. I've done that on multiple different eyeshadow videos where it just gives you options where you're like, oh no, I don't know if I really like this. Let me change it. You can do that. And it's something that's just a little bit different. It's just a technique that I created for myself to just kind of be able to wear different colors that maybe don't go with my hair as well as other colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the lightest color here and I'm going to go right up to my brow bone, and I'll show you just with this, like I'll just demonstrate what I just said. So you can take it down. So you can see now that it's going to lighten this color that I just put on. So you can keep it matte like this and keep that really nice rich color, or you can do like this veil. I always feel like it's like pantyhose, right? You're just adding a nice little layer and you're diffusing it a little bit so it's not too much. So we'll do it on the other eye. It's almost like a rose gold right now, and I don't mind that I went all the way up to my brow bone and it's kind of like rosy color. I'm experimenting. I'm enjoying myself doing this. I'm going to go into the darkest color. We're going to take our short smudge brush and I'm going to just do the liner at the base. So this is kind of like my first liner that I do, and then I can go back if I want to with a kohl or waterproof eyeliner pencil. It just depends on what you want. Like, do you want to give it a little bit more definition? Do you want to tight line your eyes when you have just this little nice eyeshadow at the base? It just depends, but you don't have to do an eyeliner if you don't want to. This is a way to get around that. It's a nice way for more mature eyes to have that definition, but not feel weighted down. You can bring it up and out. So you're basically kind of elongating your eye, bringing it out this way. There's a lot of different options and it's nice and soft. And if you mess up, you can say, oh, okay, let me just clean it up a little bit so you don't have to worry. So I just finished this eye over here, and then I just did a little bit underneath the bottom just to balance it out, but it's nice and soft. It's not harsh. You can go all the way in if you want to. I kind of just do 3/4 a little bit, concentrating on this outer eye. I'm just taking the other color that is a little bit more of that sheen, and I'm going to be putting it right here as I was just in the center. I wanted to just give it a little extra. It's nice to be able to use all 4 of these shadows that are in the pack, so you're not like leaving one out. You can also just do this in the inner corner if you want to. So this is very different for me. Hold on. I know you're probably saying, ooh, those colors don't look that great, or oh, it looks a little brown or too maroon, Nicole. Well, we're going to see. We're going to pull it all together. And if you don't like it at the very end, the best thing is you can just wash it off and you can start over with different colors. Taking my Almay pad, and I'm going to just clean up, especially with these little micro glitters. I want to make sure that there's nothing on my skin. I'm going to curl my lashes. And if I teach you anything here on the channel, it's all about experimentation. I want you to feel that you can try colors that you normally wouldn't try. You can experiment with different eyeliners, different mascara colors. I mean, there's just no rules. And you can't really say, oh, I don't like that until you finish the look. You can't freak out and say, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. Like, these aren't normal colors I use, but let me see, let me push it. Let me see what I can do. Let me balance it out with my lip. And this is the fun part of makeup. You know, I mean, this is why we do makeup. I'm using my L'Oreal. This is my lash primer. I'm going to go to the base of my lashes. This comes out white, so this is going to lengthen. This is going to give me a lot of definition, that volume. Just, it's really like filling in. It's almost like you're just giving it that base. And then when you put your mascara over, it coats every single piece of this lash primer that's on your lashes. So when I finish this eye, I will go right back and I will start the mascara on the right. So I'm using my mascara. This is a volumizing mascara. It has baby teeth, like little teeth on the side, both sides, and it's flat. So what I do is I go to the base, almost where you can feel it on the mucosal line. I wiggle back, and then it's like it's gripping, and then I go straight up. So you can see that it's really coating the lash, right? You're getting that extra drama. I go really slow. I mean, I don't go super fast on my lashes. I want to have my lashes look great. If you spend the time doing your lashes, they're going to look great all day. If you are hasty and you are pumping your mascara in your tube, you're drying it out, and you're going to be unhappy because every 3 months is when you are going to be throwing out your mascara. If you cannot remember, put a little Brothers label on, like I've told you before, where when you open it, so you know that, oh, you know what, it's been 3 months, I need to throw it out. Believe you me, you are not saving money by keeping your mascara longer than 3 months. You know what you're doing? You're actually costing yourself money because you'll end up at the eye doctor with pink eye or something else going on, because you cannot keep your mascara when you use it on your eye every single day and you don't throw it out. Do not use old mascara. This is like the look. This is amazing. This lash primer mixed in with the volumizing mascara, getting all of those lashes, it looks gorgeous. So let's go into kind of giving my face a little bit of help. I'm going to use my Just Peachy. It is a beauty stick. It is going to be medium to full coverage. This is going to brighten up my eye area. This is what works for me. This is how I apply it. Then I go back in with my foundation buffing brush, and I'm going to just buff this out. So I'm getting this really beautiful brightening underneath the eye. I use it really as my concealer a lot of the times, depending on what's going on with my skin. So Just Peachy's on, you can see how it's nicely brightened up that eye area. Then that's the only thing I'm going to use. I'm going to go into Charlotte Tilbury's Very Nice and Light. Let me shake this actually. I'm going to, you'll see when it comes out, it's really nice and light. You know how I like this. So it's like in a dropper. It's not too thin. It's not like a serum per se, but it is a lightweight formulation. I'm going to just take it. And let me tell you that I have it in 3 Fair. That's the color I'm using. I feel like it's a great color. It's light, so I don't have to, I could kind of fudge with the color scale or whatever's going on. I could go a little bit lighter. I can go a little bit darker. I can bronze up my skin, but it's really nice if you're looking for a light foundation, and a little bit does go a long way. What I'm seeing though a little bit here is that I do need a little extra concealer. So I'm going to be using my Incognito. I did a beautiful review on this because it's $5 and I was very surprised. I didn't think Wet n Wild could make a concealer that rivaled some of the more expensive concealers, but they do. I'm going to use the NARS Translucent Crystal powder just to set my foundation. You know what? I'm going to pull the lip together first because I think that'll balance it out, because right now it looks a little like what is going on. I'm using Cameo, which is from my line, and then I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is called Wedding Bells. It's really a pretty color. It's not like, this is Pillow Talk. It's more, Pillow Talk is a little bit more nude. This has a little bit more pink to it. So I like this. This is going to kind of bring the whole look together. I'm thinking maybe wearing a black turtleneck. I'm wearing maybe jeans and just really giving this look like something different, but I would definitely be wearing black. Lip liner is on, going right into the Wedding Bells. And this is going to be more of a matte, creamy matte finish. So then you have the lipstick pulling it together. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the cheeks, because this is going to be our last step. And then you're going to see how this beautiful cheek highlighter really, I did a little thing on TikTok and it was like, wow, like I could see it in the video. It was really just so beautiful. And I thought, now I understand why it sells every 8 seconds. So let's do the palette NARS sent me. That's their holiday cheek palette, which is called Rising Star. Look how pretty. Now, there's a lot of colors here that I wouldn't use, but I'm going to be using these 2 down here. They're going to be really pretty. And we're going to just swirl with our blush brush. And we're going to just kind of see what happens here on the cheek. You know what I think I'm going to also do is I'm going to take our Classic Beach face palette and I'm going to use just the bronzer that is in this little kit here. I need to bronze up my skin a little bit because I'm in that warmer family on my eyes. And so I do. There is a contrast, obviously, with silver hair being cool and then wearing warm colors. But, that's the whole thing. It's about self-expression when it comes to makeup. It's not about rules. It's not about summer, winter, fall, whatever you fall into. Yes, there are colors that look better than others on you, of course. But if you are wanting to experiment and you are wanting to kind of bend the rules and you want to feel like, you know what, you can do whatever you want to do, then you do it. That's what I think is so beautiful about this whole experience, is that you can do what you want to do, but you don't have to listen to people say, oh, you know what, that doesn't look good on you. If you think it looks good, you roll with it, you go with it. So here we go. It comes in this little sponge. You squeeze the sponge. You just get a little bit at the top. And I'm going to put it on just like this. And you don't need too much, but you can see already. Do you see how pretty that is? So it's just enough. It's not too much. It's kind of like our Sheer Glow. We have Facelift and Rosé. Please, we don't have the poolside. We've sold out of that, but it's similar to that. You just can't add this into your foundation like I show you. You can do with ours, like with your BB cream or what have you. Ours come in a little bottle like this, and you can squirt it into you can use it by itself. You can use it in your foundation, but this is really about on this high cheek. And you have to be careful because I felt like it was really glossy looking and I didn't want my skin to look too glossy. So you want to make sure, but ladies, if you're looking for something that's going to be like very holiday, or you want to just give yourself this, extra high beam on the cheek, beautiful. Put it on the lids. You can do that. They have a couple different colors and I just think it looks really, really really pretty. Now, of course, what am I going to do? I want to add a little champs to my lip so I can feel like it's not so matte. I'm not very big into matte lips, but yes, I am pushing the envelope when it comes to colors with this look. I wanted you to see these blush ones that are really selling out every 8 seconds and doing something a little bit different. Taking a palette and saying, you know what, might not do it, but guess what? Ooh, I like that. Or you know what, I don't like that, but at least I'm experimenting. I'll give it to my daughter. I'll give it to my granddaughter. I want you to really feel that makeup is part of your world and that you control the makeup. The makeup doesn't control you. You don't feel intimidated by it. You're not intimidated when you go to Sephora or Ulta or CVS or Dwayne Reed or Target, Walmart, wherever you're going, and you don't feel like the aisles are attacking you and you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to give up. You can do and purchase with education, watching my channel and knowing what's good. I show you $5 products that I think are amazing at the drugstore. I show you department store eyeshadows that are expensive that I think are amazing. There's a lot of different variations, but this is just something I'm outside of my box. I'm not, doing cool colors. I'm doing warm colors because I want to, because I'm choosing to. I'm expressing myself. And if I think it looks beautiful and I'm going to dress up and I'm going to go to a cocktail party and I feel good, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what Sally, Jane, Frank, and Bob say about it. It doesn't matter. They can have an opinion, but the opinion of you and how you present yourself to the world and how you go out there with your confidence, no matter what you're wearing, no makeup, colors, whatever you're doing, that is what I want for you going into 2023. Into the new year, you have an attitude of confidence. You have an attitude of, I know what I'm doing with my makeup. I don't have to feel like I'm being sold all the time on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, what have you. You are in the driver's seat. And I tell you that all the time. You make the choices, you make them for yourself, you make them for your beauty, and it's on your terms, not anyone else's. So ladies, until my next video, I'll see you later.